I've bought the cheap golf clubs that Google suggested, and they've arrived, and I am very, very intrigued. So why did I buy these golf clubs? Well, two reasons. Number one, I thought it'd make for a really fun video. And number two, so many new golfers use Google, the biggest search engine, to find out what golf clubs to buy. So I went onto Google and searched golf clubs and went on shopping, and these golf clubs right here were number one in the search bar. £200, and they had some incredible reviews, which I'll pop up on screen now. But this one really stood out to me. Only a recent convert to the sport, but these are good, basic clubs at an excellent price. They're from a brand called Anesis, and they are owned by a big retail company called Decathlon. So according to Wikipedia, Decathlon are one of the biggest sporting goods retailers in the world, with over 1,700 stores worldwide. Now, considering this might be the first set of golf clubs a new golfer might buy, I think they are very, very important, because your first set of golf clubs means something to you. You know, you go through a journey with your first set of golf clubs, you make memories. You might make your first bogey or your first par. And I still remember my first set, and I'm sure many of you watching do yours too. So I want to make sure that these are fitting for a golfer's first set. So that's why we're going to unbox them and give them a review. Now, I've only seen a few images online of these golf clubs so far. I've never seen them in the flesh, so I'm really excited to open this box up and actually see what they look like. There was me thinking I could make some artsy way of opening this box, and it completely failed. Stick to what you know. Okay, so having a quick look at this box already, and actually you get a lot of information. There's 7 golf clubs in here. I'm not quite sure why it says 18 holes. This is a right-handed set, obviously good for me. And there are actually 2 size options. There's a size 1, which is smaller. Size 2 is taller. Luckily, I went with size 2. I actually looked out on that. I didn't realise there were 2 size options. By the looks of things, you get a driver, a wood of some description, a 6 and 7 iron, which is quite interesting. It says it on there. 8 and 9 iron, pitching wedge, sand wedge, putter. It actually even looks like you get head covers. That's actually a pretty good box. I like it. There's a bit of information on there. Lower centre of gravity for high trajectory. It's got all the right buzzwords. Large club face for tolerance on off-centred golf shots, something me and many new golfers need. So let's open it up and have a look. Packaging looks pretty good. Everything looks okay protected. There's no actual bubble wrap on the clubs bar the cellophane, but I don't think anything looks damaged. Right, this doesn't come with a bag, so I brought my own bag. Let's open these all up. First inspection, right now, actually quite modern looking iron, and massive, massive soles on them. Certainly the irons, quite kind of different looking. Like, I wouldn't say they remind me of any other golf club I've seen in the past. And sometimes, certainly with these kind of package sets or boxed up sets, they often take inspiration from other brands. It feels like they've not done that with these sets. Okay, clubs are in the bag. And I've got to say, I think they've got everything that a new golfer needs to play this game. It's got a big one, a whacker, a driver, which I must admit, questionably cheap head cover, but at least it's got one. You get a 4 to 5 hybrid, and then actually you get 2 irons here in the middle, a 6 and 7 iron, so a 6.5 iron effectively, an 8 and a 9 iron, and then a pitching wedge and a sand wedge. I'm very glad those 2 haven't been blended together, because I do think you need both of these 2 golf clubs in the set. Bit closer inspection, and I know earlier I said they've not really been inspired by any brand. I can also see a little bit of ping in there, to be honest. Certainly around this section here, around the neck, they've got a little bit of ping inspiration in there, but that's not obviously offensive at all. Loads of offset, quite a square kind of look to the actual heads. And then they've got a putter, a mallet putter with a couple of fangs out the back, very easy to align, and actually, on again, first inspection feels good. Like the quality of these golf clubs, again, for a new golfer, I feel like it's everything they'd want. The driver, big massive head size, 460cc. It's got loads of lofts. This is a high launch or high lofted golf club. It probably looks on first inspection to have about 13 degrees of loft, if not a bit more. A little bit of design on the top. Like, not bad. Do you know what I mean? Not bad at all. Graphite shaft in the woods. And the other thing you'll notice on the irons, how wide the sole is. It did say it on the box, that low center of gravity to pop the golf ball up in the air. Again, for a new golfer, you want that level of forgiveness. Like that, those clubs aren't really gonna dig into the ground so much. They're gonna offer a bit of protection. And again, that's only a good thing for someone who's new to the game. Okay, so I'm gonna go and play a par 3, a par 4, and then a par 5. Now, I know these golf clubs aren't suited to me, I get that. They're for a new beginner golfer, but I'm still gonna give them a real review. Now, also, I'm gonna throw a few golf balls down to get a real vibe of these golf clubs and give you my honest opinion, as always. Let's head to the first par 3. It's not an easy one to start with, but it'll be a nice little test. Okay, this will be an interesting one. It's a par 3 up the hill. And for a lot of new golfers, maybe a par 3 will be where they make their first ever par. So let's see if I can achieve that today with these golf clubs. It's actually quite a long way, it's about 190 yards. So I'm actually gonna go with this club, the 4/5 hybrid. The 4.5 hybrid, I guess it is. Again, this one looks all right. Nice shape behind the kind of ball on the ground. A little bit of design on top, which I don't think is going to have a massive effect on performance. Quite light. It's one thing I'm definitely picking up from the weight of this golf club, but things like grip quality is good, shaft quality looks quite nice. Like behind the golf ball, it gives that level of kind of confidence, I would say. I don't think I'm going to hit this hard, because I think if I swing this too fast, the shaft might not quite work for me. So I'll try and hit a nice soft one. Oh, it's a bit out to the right. So even though I've not got the direction there, I didn't at all, it was a bad strike. Considering how bad it was really low on the face. That still popped up in the air nicely. Sounded hollow. Not a lot of kind of oomph behind the golf ball. Maybe it sounded like maybe the material isn't the most premium in the world, but again, for the price, you maybe not expect that. Let's go and find it, see if we can get up and down. Okay, second shot, and I'm gonna go with this sand wedge. I've short-sided myself. This isn't a great place to be, but hopefully this big wide sole should make it nice and easy. Because of its wide sole and its shape, and again, I don't think new golfers are going to worry about this, but something to note, I don't particularly feel like I can add any loft to this. Like, I'm not going to be able to open the face more than what is currently lofted on the club. Yeah, that's not bad from there. It was always going to struggle to get real height because it is only a sand wedge, but pretty good. Felt good off the face, and definitely that wider sole stopped it from digging in the ground there, which again is great for a new golfer. Okay, putt for par. It's actually, again, it's not a terrible looking golf club, the putter. Looks like it's got a little bit too much loft on the face. Kind of feels like I might have to hit this a little bit harder to get to the hole. But alignment wise, I love those things coming out the back. That was a bit funky. I'm not sure, I'm not blaming the putter, I'm not sure if that face, because of so much loft, it starts to aim a little bit too far left. Maybe I need to get my hands in front of it, but yeah, that doesn't give me the most level of confidence. It's a 4. Tee shot let me down there. But so far, first hole playing with those golf clubs. Do you know what I mean? You can play golf with them. Let's see if we can do better on the next hole, the par 4. Let's get the driver out and give that a rip. Okay, driver time. Short par 4. I feel like I know what this driver is going to sound like before hitting it. It just kind of has that look to it. And here on the head actually says advanced aluminium, or as you guys in the States say,
aluminum.
So let's give this a hit. Like I said, this is a normal par 4 that I can pretty much drive most of the time. I'll get very close to with my driver. Oh, that's pretty good. It wasn't good looking behind the ball. It didn't particularly sound phenomenal, but we've managed to get very close to the front edge. While we've got a minute, let me just go 3 more shots and see if I can actually hit one on the green. That's not bad again. I don't think it's gonna get there, is it? Oh no, a little bit short. Okay, one more. Can it come up with the goods? Oh no, just tried to hit that a bit too hard. Right, you know what? I need one more go at this. Just last one, okay? Oh, be good. Be good. Go! Oh no, it's about 20 yards short. We gave it a good shot. Now granted, it didn't drive this par 4. I wouldn't have expected it to, but it's done a very good job considering the type of golfer who's going to be using it. Now, I'd imagine if you bought this set, you might go to the driving range with a pal who's got the latest and greatest tailor-made Stealth or latest Titleist driver. No question, that driver, the premium one, will go further than this, it will. But you've got to remember, those drivers are 2.5 times the price of your entire set. I'm impressed with that. That's done a very good job considering the cost. I've just come to the front of the green here, and a shot that I love to play, little bump and run it up there. And I think, again, as a new golfer, it's a club I'd highly recommend, a shot highly recommend to play. And actually, I think this club right here could be the perfect weapon, the 8/9 iron. Nice wide sole, putting action. Eagle. Oh! A little bit fast. I got a bit excited there. Not bad, felt easy to do. That wide sole definitely makes it nice and easy. Okay, for birdie. I might not make a par here. Five, have to be nearly on the front of the green in one. Good chip, 3 putt, 5. Oh, okay, coming up to the last hole, the par 5. I'm a bit gutted about that last hole making bogey, but anyway, let's see what we can do on this last one. I've got to say, I think the set's pretty good. It covers all the bases that you'd want for a new golfer, beginner golfer. If you're a bit more advanced, yeah, you probably would look past these. But if you've got a friend, family member, etc., who wants to pick up a set just to get going, I think it's a really good set. I also think the smaller size might be great for that kind of young teenager who wants to get into the game, because I think everything you've got there, it looks quite cool, quite futuristic golf clubs. There's not too much choice and it does the job. Impressed. Right, last hole, par 5, 500 yards. My mission is to make birdie. Unbelievable start. Okay, this is it, birdie opportunity. Guys, if I'm not this in, you gotta like the video. Come on, let's do this. Even a blind squirrel finds a nut every now and again. Guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.